Salutations friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing to you another luxury beauty product, actually two luxury beauty products, and that's going to be the new foundation from La Mer. This is the Soft Fluid Longwear Foundation, and I also have the accompanying foundation brush. So if you'd like to know what I think about this and this, keep watching. Okay, first and foremost, this is definitely not the first review of this product, nor will it be the last. However, this is a luxury product and it is luxury price, so I would definitely recommend, if you are interested in this, getting as many reviews as possible, and also make sure you test it out first because this is very expensive. Do you need this and this in your life? No, you never need this and this in your life. If you get this, do you need this? No. If you need this, do you need this? No. But I am going to be reviewing these guys as a pair because they are marketed as a pair. At least I've noticed that they're marketed as a pair. So let's start off with the foundation first. This is the foundation. I have it in color 02 Ivory. Definitely, I would recommend get skin matched and get a sample of it if you can. What I like about this foundation, and I will show you, I will do a little pump on my hand, is it is very fluid. Some other foundations that are fluid, I find that the Match Co foundation is a little bit fluid. But this consistency is a little bit more fluid than I'm used to. Sometimes I've noticed with fluid, I want you to see, with fluid foundations like this, sometimes it doesn't give you the best coverage, especially if you have pore issues. Like I've noticed since I have pore issues, I have a hard time using fluid foundations like this. I like something that's a little bit creamier, a little bit thicker consistency. But this is really, really nice. So we're going to look at my chimney sweep fingers again, and I'm just going to show you how it goes, and I'm going to kind of cover my tattoo a little bit. I'm going to start doing this with foundation so you can see the coverage because this is a great way to do it. So that's what it looks like when it's kind of blended out, and it does give you what I would say is a good light to medium coverage. Now there are some foundations that I use that if I put it over my tattoo you wouldn't see anything. So I would say this is more on the light to medium coverage side, but this is actually very buildable. So what I would do is if you want a little bit more coverage and you wanted to use the foundation and not use two foundations, put this on, let it sit on your face for a few minutes, I'd say probably like 3 to 4 minutes, and then go over it. I would not use a brush, I would use a beauty blender to give yourself another layer of foundation if you're looking for a more heavier coverage. But overall, I do like the way that this sits on the skin. It is very comfortable to wear. So when it comes down to application and being comfortable and looking nice on the skin, I would say this is definitely one of my more comfortable, nicer foundations to wear, which is what I really, really like. It also has the Miracle Broth in it, which is really great for skincare if you're looking for just as much skincare as you can possibly get into your products. Like me, it's always good to just get an extra boost of that, which is another pro for this foundation. And the other thing I like about this foundation is it doesn't tend to crease or sit on my face in weird ways. I do have to constantly like set my foundation, but one morning I kind of forgot because I was running out the door. And as I was in the car, I was like, oh no, my face is going to look it's going to start wearing away and breaking up. And this actually didn't. This actually sat on my face and looked really beautiful all day without setting. Now, I'm always going to set my makeup anyway, but it was really nice to find out that I didn't need to set this if I wanted to have kind of a more dewy finish or just look a little bit more natural and fresh. It was really, really nice for that. So that's another plus for this foundation. There is a negative for this foundation though, and this is just what I've noticed. I don't know if this is something that other people will notice, is this for me oxidized. And I usually try to steer clear of any type of foundation that might oxidize a little bit too much, because over time, because I am so pale, and you know, it's just my skin. Like I wear a lot of like open necklines. So I don't want to say open, I don't wear like turtlenecks. But the thing is like if this doesn't match this, it is definitely noticeable and it doesn't look cute. I don't think it ever looks cute on anyone. So when a foundation oxidizes, it's something that I kind of like am not too happy about. This does oxidize a little bit. It does get a little bit darker. And so I have to make sure I absolutely, and you should always blend down your neck, but I always have to blend down my neck and make sure of that. So for me, if I was, the one day I actually layered this as 2 layers, it was more noticeable when it oxidized than when I wear it as 1 layer. Now I know that this might not happen for everybody, or depending on your skin tone, if it oxidizes a little bit, it might be okay. For me, it's not. Now, when I'm wearing just 1 layer of it like this, it's not a huge deal, especially when I layer it down my neck. It's not really noticeable, it just kind of looks a little bit darker than what I would be going for. Not a big deal, but it is something to keep in mind, and I would definitely sample this before you buy it in case it's something that doesn't look good on you or you don't like. It is something that I would definitely keep in mind when purchasing this. The finish of this I find to be very luminous. It's not overly dewy. It's not going to make you look wet or greasy. It is just going to make you look like you have a nice fresh appearance to your skin. On my skin, which again has like I'm combination, I have an oily T-zone, I find that this doesn't make me overtly oily and doesn't look oily throughout the day, which is really, really nice as well. So if you have combination skin, dry skin, oily skin, I would say this might be a really nice foundation for you to try out if you're on the market for a luxury foundation. So yeah, that's one thing that I found out about it that I was actually really happy about. Some foundations for me that have more of a luminous finish can actually make my nose and my forehead super greasy, and I just have to blot it throughout the entire day or bring powder and constantly touch up. It was nice that this didn't do that. All right, now onto the brush. I also brought out the powder brush from La Mer for comparison. Now, this is the foundation brush. The bristles are nice and dense. These are nice and dense too. Now, I know this is natural hair. I don't know if this is natural hair. This to me looks like it's synthetic. I don't know. I tried to look online. I couldn't find it. And if anyone knows, let me know below. But I did just want to show you comparison and size. It has the beautiful white handle. This is gorgeous, and these are really just like it matches. It looks like a nice little matchy set. That's something that's important to you. Here you go. Got a nice set for you. I do love this brush. It's one of my absolute favorites, so definitely would recommend this guy. But let's get into this guy here. Now, when I put on this foundation, what I do is generally whenever I use a foundation brush or a beauty blender or any product, I don't like to put it on the brush. What I do is I will pump it on the back of my hand, and with my clean hands, I will take it and I will dot it all over my face. So I'll go dot, 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 and then I'll put like a few little remainder of the dots down here to help blend everything out. And then I will take my beauty blender and go over everything. So with this, I would put the dots on. I'm going to take my glasses off real quick just to show you. I went a little overboard with my makeup today, but you know, whatever. And I just kind of like generally lightly buff this out. I am very gentle when I use foundation brushes because I don't want it to be streaky. I kind of just want a nice even application. So I did that. I went over everything. I swept. I like to sweep up when I do it. It's just me. I don't know if it matters or cares. And then down here, I would go down here. The first 2 days, I just used the brush. After that, I found I had to use the beauty blender to kind of make everything look a little bit more airbrushed and give it more of a more consistent finish. That being said, I do really like this brush. I actually found this brush works better with a little bit heavier foundations. I do love this for this. I did actually enjoy it, but I found that with really fluid foundations, I prefer a beauty blender. It just works better. It's a little bit unforgiving if there's like a bristle out of place, bristle out of place, or you maybe put too much pressure on your face and it can get a little streaky, and I have to go over it with a beauty blender anyway, so I might as well just use a beauty blender. But I actually have been really enjoying this with my Makeup Forever, my Ultra HD foundation, and also my Makeup Forever foundation, stick foundation. This has been really super awesome for that, so I do really like this for that. But when working with this, just how I apply foundation, I wouldn't say that you need this. I would definitely say try it out, maybe see if you can put a little bit on the back of your hand in the store or apply it in the store and see if it's the type of finish or how you apply your foundation with a brush, if it works well with this. This does work well with other foundations, but since I am reviewing these as a pair, I would say if you're on the fence about getting the brush, maybe don't get it because it is pricey, and maybe see if there's another foundation brush or a beauty blender that would work better for you with this product. The brush is really nice though, don't get me wrong. I just don't know how it applies the foundation. I think that other products work better. That being said, I'm going to let you know my graded review of this and if I think it is worth the price and if it's something that's worth splurging on. This guy is going to get a B+, and I know a lot of products get a B+ for me. The only reason why this is not an A is because of the oxidation. Now again, it might not oxidize for you. It could be my environment. It could be the color that I got. Again, I got this in color Ivory 02. So I am just basing it on my reviews and my wear, but it is a very good foundation. Even though this has kind of more of a light to medium coverage and it is fluid, I really like the fact that it doesn't really settle on my fine lines or in my pores the way other more fluid foundations does. This just gives a nice, beautiful finish to my face. It doesn't make me oily, and it lasts all day even without being setting and looking really beautiful. So again, this is to me like a fantastic, fantastic foundation, but the fact that it does oxidize me on a little bit does bump it down to a B+. For the brush, I'm going to give you two reviews for the brush. I'm going to give you a review on the brush with this, and I'm going to give you a review on the brush just as a general review for a brush. With this, I'm going to give it a C. I don't think it works as well with this as other things. It could be just the way that I apply foundation. It could be the fact that maybe I did it wrong. I mean, that is definitely an option. It was nice to use and it's a really good brush. I just think that this doesn't work the best with a fluid foundation. I think some foundation that has a little bit more of a thickness to it, this works beautifully. So as a foundation brush, separate from the La Mer Fluid Foundation, I would say this is a B product, just because I think that there's other better foundation brushes out there, and this is very pricey. This is a good brush. I do really like it, but I think that you can find other foundation brushes out there that are half the price or a third of the price that do a better job. It is a good brush. It is a beautiful brush. And if you like the idea of having a luxury brush to go with your luxury foundation, or if you have this brush and you like the idea of them being a pair, then definitely get it. It's not going to be something you're going to purchase and it's going to be horrible and you're going to be like, why did I get it? But you know, if you're looking for a good foundation brush and you're not looking for something luxury or nice or a splurge, I wouldn't get this. There are definitely other ones out there, but if you want something nice to look really beautiful on your vanity with your other luxury stuff, it's worth it, and that's where this gets a B. I hope you enjoyed this review of the foundation and foundation brush. If you have any questions on any of these products, let me know below. I'll be more than happy to answer. If you have any experience with these products and you think I misrepresented it, either maybe I was too tough on the brush or too forgiving on the foundation, let me know as well. This is all about being a conversation. And if you would like to see more reviews like this of luxury products, let me know. Definitely thumbs up the video. That definitely lets me know to continue doing videos like this. And also don't forget to subscribe. It's free. I'm free. I put out new videos every Monday through Friday and sometimes on the weekends as well. So I will always have something for you to watch. In any case, I hope you guys are all happy and healthy and have a great day, month, year, whatever. I'll see you next time. Bye.